Chicago Bears have come in the door to take on the Packers on Sunday Night Football.
America, it's time. Sunday night is the night where the stars come out to shine. Under prime time lights is more than a fight. It's where heavyweights collide. Tonight, the Bears and Packers lay it all on the line.
All right, Sunday night, where are you? Waiting for the game that bleeds red, white, and blue. You want some football? We want it too. Hey, Jack, it's a fact. The show's back in town. Packers and the Bears in a Christmas showdown. The stadium's rocking. Time to crank up the sound. The NFL's best have come to play. Coast to coast, there's just one thing left to say. I've been waiting all day for Sunday night. Get on your feet for a holiday fight. Every game, everything's right. That's why we're waiting all day for Sunday night.
Rodgers throws in the end zone. He goes touchdown.
Oh my goodness.
And Devin Hester is off to the races.
Sunday night football on NBC. Al, Ed, and Chris are the best on TV. Stars are out. It's the place to be. As the NFL rocks on NBC.
Weather not bad. 37 degrees in Wisconsin at Lambeau Field. The two teams meeting tonight have been knocking heads since 1921. Brian Urlacher leading the Chicago Bears into town to take on Aaron Rodgers and the reigning Super Bowl champion Green Bay Packers on Sunday Night Football. Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, and Michelle DeFoyo. Merry Christmas and happy holidays from Green Bay, where the Green Bay Packers have the best record in the National Football League, 13-1. That won stunningly a loss last week at Kansas City, ruining hopes of a perfect season. But still, they have a first-round bye secured, and they can clinch home field advantage throughout the playoffs with a win here tonight, led, of course, by Aaron Rodgers, the odds-on choice to be the league's MVP. Now, the Bears were in good shape a month ago. They were 7-3, but then Jay Cutler broke his thumb and the wheels came off. They've lost 4 straight since. They are still barely alive in the playoff hunt, trying to get that number 6 seed, the wild card seed. But right now are ready to start a quarterback tonight who hasn't started a game since 2007, and 5 weeks ago was coaching high school football in North Carolina, Josh McCown. So, partner, you look at this and it looks very dire for Chicago, but who thought Kansas City would beat Green Bay last week? So how do the Bears stay in the game, have a chance tonight?
Well, the strength of the Chicago Bears is their front seven with Urlacher and Briggs and Peppers. And let's face it, right now, the weakness of the Green Bay Packers is their offensive line because of some injuries. You throw in the fact that this is a divisional game, and we well know that weird things happen in divisional games. So, yeah, I think the Bears have a chance.
Well, a lot of folks thought the Packers were on their way to an undefeated season. So last week, was that a speed bump or did it expose some vulnerability?
I think a speed bump, as long as this offensive line can keep Aaron Rodgers healthy. And that's a big if, because he did take some shots in that game last week. But let's face it, Aaron Rodgers is putting together one of the greatest seasons we've ever seen by a quarterback at any time. So Merry Christmas, everybody. Enjoy watching the Aaron Rodgers show.
And it's a great rivalry on Christmas night, maybe the best in the NFL. They've been meeting since 1921. 90 years later, it's the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. Christmas night at Lambeau Field.
NBC Sports, home of Super Bowl 46, welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Back at Lambeau, the Packers in good shape to get that #1 seed. All they'll have to do is either win tonight or next week against Detroit here, or watch the 49ers lose to St. Louis. They're #1. The Bears, to get to the playoffs, would have to win both of their games here tonight at Minnesota next week, and the Falcons would have to lose 2 games, and then Chicago would wind up as the number 6 seed. Well, a guy who has seen it all, 13 years in the league, been here since 1999, Donald Driver, the Green Bay wide receiver, with Michelle DeFoya. Michelle.
Al, thank you. Donald, 364 days between losses. What was the talk like in your locker room this week as you were reminded what it's like to lose?
Get back to the fundamentals of the game. That was our problem. We went into that game, maybe we just thought we was going to go out there and win, but we got to get back to the fundamentals. We had a lot of mental mistakes, a lot of drops in that game. We had to correct them. We correct them. Now it's time to play ball.
You need a win tonight or next week to clinch the top spot in the NFC. Why would it be more important to get that done tonight?
Tonight is the night. We don't have a choice. It's Christmas. Everyone's watching, and this is the biggest stage to play on. We're at home in front of our home crowd, and our home crowd wants to win.
Donald, thank you.
Thank you, love. Appreciate it.
And Al, a lot of significant injuries on both sides for these teams tonight.
You bet, Michelle. Take a look at that. Cutler is out. Thumb. Forte is out, their top running back. Barber, his backup, is out. Now on the other side, the 2 tackles, Balaga and Clifton for Green Bay. Clifton's been out since October. And Greg Jennings doesn't figure to play until the playoffs. They're leading wide receivers. So some...
Aaron Rodgers, California. Brian Grant, University of Notre Dame.
John Coon, Shippensburg. Donald Driver, Alcorn State.
Jordy Nelson, Kansas State.
Jermichael Finley, the University of Texas.
Marshall Newhouse, TCU.
Evan Dietrich Smith, Idaho State.
Scott Wells, Tennessee.
Josh Sitton, Central Florida.
TJ Lang, Eastern Michigan.
That offense with a reshuffled offensive line, they are 4th in the league in yards, and they lead the league in points. Fake to Grant, roll by Rodgers, a pump fake, and then the pass is caught by Tom Crabtree, backup tight end, out to the 27-yard line.
Aaron Rodgers telling us they wanted to come out in the no-huddle offense to try and slow down this pass rush a little bit to help the makeshift line that they'll be playing with this evening.
Without a huddle on 3rd and short. And the Bears moving people around defensively. In particular, the safeties, as Rodgers throws over the middle. It's juggled, and then it is caught by Jermichael Finley for a first down.
They want to get back to their running game some. They feel like they've gotten away from it.
Rodgers under pressure, dumps it. That's Grant on the screen. Grant taking off inside the Chicago 40. Finally tackled at the 28-yard line. Josh Sitton, the right guard, with a good block, and that sprung him at the outset.
Josh Sitton with a good block, and there we go.
32 yards, longest reception of his career, and now it is Grant again, and Brian Urlacher makes his first tackle of the game after a pickup of 2. Soon after Chicago deferred. They wanted their defense out on the field. Rodgers with a great presence in the pocket, throws, and that's going to set up a first down, 1st and goal, with Jordy Nelson tackled by Bowman.
Aaron Rodgers goes to work on him.
At the 9-yard line now. 7th play of the drive. Rolling left and throwing, and that is caught on the outside and taken down at the 2-yard line is Jermichael Finley. For the last 5 against the Bears. 2nd down and goal. And on a slant that's caught by Finley for a touchdown. In September, 3 Green Bay touchdowns in Chicago, all by that man. And the Bears have seen enough of this guy. This is 1 3-yard run. And the Packers announced to the Bears, we didn't come here to fool around tonight. 7-0 Green Bay. Well, Josh McCown played his college football at SMU for 3 years and then transferred to Sam Houston State, drafted by the Arizona Cardinals back in 02. 3rd round. This is his first NFL start since 07 with Oakland, and they begin on the ground with going with their number 3 running back. That's Khalil Bell, picking
Josh McCown, Sam Houston State University.
Khalil Edward Bell, UCLA.
Tyler Klutz, Fresno State.
Roy Williams, Texas.
Earl Bennett, Vanderbilt.
Kellen Davis, Michigan State. Jamarcus Webb, West Texas A&M.
Evan Williams,
DeMatha.
Roberto Garza, Texas A&M Kingsville.
Chris Spencer, East Florida Middle School.
Lance Lewis, LB Landry High School.
And this will be Bell again, and he is stopped close to a first down. Look at the Green Bay defense.
C.J. Wilson, East Carolina.
B.J. Raji, BC.
Clay Matthews, USC.
A.J. Hawk, The Ohio State University.
Desmond Bishop, San Francisco City College.
Eric Walden, Middle Tennessee State.
Charles Woodson, University of Michigan.
Sam Shield,
DU. Charlie Pepper, Roll Tide.
Morgan Burnett, Georgia Tech.
Tramon Williams, Louisiana Tech.
The defense has had its issues, but they have forced a lot of turnovers as Bell takes it again. He's tackled by A.J. Hawk. 3rd down and 1 now for the Bears.
Sweet.
3rd and 1. And this is Bell again to the outside. He goes and he picks up the 1st down. And Khalil Bell out of UCLA to the 46. It's Tyler Clutch, the fullback, leading the way for him. 2nd down and 8. And McCown throws and open for a 1st down is Roy Williams, the ex-Lion and Cowboy in his first year with Chicago. Got position on Sam Shields, and it's a gain of 17.
Well, you're going to get a lot of open space here. You see the cushion on the outside because the Bears line up in a dead run formation and then come out and throw the ball. So
the prayer, 3rd and 8. 10th play of the drive.
That's what they didn't need.
No, not at all. First penalty of the night.
Delay game. Offense. Regular penalty. 3rd down.
Ball at the 38 now. Another flag. And that is caught. And this is Dane Sanzenbacher, who comes close to picking up a 1st down as he takes the ball to the 25-yard line. But Parry has another call to make here.
Number 80 is not set prior to the snap. 5-yard penalty and will real play. 3rd down.
So an illegal shift on top of delay of game, and you go to 3rd and 18 now. 18. Only a 3-man rush, set up the screen. This is Bell looking for room, and Bell gets it to the 31, and that's going to put Robbie Gould in field goal range. Conless, who is the punter, will hold it. 49-yard attempt. And Robbie Gould's kick is no good. It is wide to the right. Chicago comes up empty. 7-0 Green Bay.
In there on Finley, which should help. Now the Packers go run.
1st and 5. They get Starks going to the outside. Comes up a yard short of the 1st down.
Idonijay, Manitoba.
Henry Mountain, Texas.
Matt Twina, Oregon. Julius Peppers, North Carolina.
Nick Roach, Northwestern.
Brian Urlacher, University of New Mexico.
Lance Briggs, Desert Swarm, Arizona. Zach Bowman, Nebraska. Major Wright, the University of Florida.
Craig Stelz, LSU. Charles Tillman, the University of Louisiana.
Big issue for the Bears this season has been the play at the safety spot. Rodgers on 2nd and 1, buys time, and it's incomplete. Good to the outside. Finley couldn't hold on. Please. Ryan Grant is the running back. Kuhn is the fullback. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down. So a good series for the Chicago defense. Let's go back almost 2 decades, this rivalry. You've had 2 quarterbacks for Green Bay, just 2, of course, Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. The Bears during that period of time, 15 quarterbacks, 15 against 2, and thus the Packers since '92 have won 27 of the 39 meetings between these 2 teams. Bogged down, and then Gould missed a 49-yard field goal attempt. And the ball is handed off on 1st down to Bell. And Bell up to the 19-yard line. So the season starts. You've got one of the best backs in the league, obviously, in Matt Forte, who gets hurt 3 weeks ago. Last 2 games, and he's the man tonight. Simple as that. Armando Allen, who was on the practice squad, is his backup. Bell again to the 28-yard line. So he's getting a shot, making the most of it. Eric Walden makes the tackle and
struggled against the run last week.
From the 29, give it to him again. And this is Desmond Bishop. But Green Bay defense vulnerable this year. 31st overall in yards allowed, but 14th in points. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Blitz coming. It's picked up, and the pass is is deflected and then hits the ground. Incomplete. Roy Williams, the intended receiver, hits the grass. And with 3 seconds to go in the quarter, it'll be 4th and 4. 3 and out for that Bear defense. Bears offense over the first 10 games, 27 points a game. Jay Cutler having a good year. And then, of course, you go to the last 4 games with Caleb Haney getting the start. 12 turnovers, equaling the number of turnovers they had through the first 10 games of the year. So you wonder, back in, flanking McCown on 3rd down and 9. Blitz coming, and McCown throws to the outside, and that's Williams making the catch in front of the Chicago bench. Got position on Pepra, and it's a 20-yard gain.
McCown, here's the outside receiver, had the corner blitz coming off of it, and McCown was about to take a pretty good shot, but he hung in there. He knew that Roy Williams was going to get there if he could just wait. And for Roy Williams, that's a nice pitch and catch. Watch Roy in practice on Friday tonight.
Down, sets up the screen. Bell loses the ball. Got hit by Clay Matthews, and then McCown comes in to save it for Chicago, running back. And they give it to the rookie. And he'll chug his way up to the 41-yard line. McCown, his brother, plays for the Jacksonville Jaguars, is able to flip it out, and that's going to be a first down for Bell all the way to the Green Bay 39-yard line.
Just a blown coverage. You end up with this 2-man out here where everybody is in man coverage. So one of these 2 linebackers are going to have to pick up the running back Bell. Bell chips and then comes off, and the linebackers both rush. Just a big mistake by
2nd, 3rd, and long conversion in a row. That was a 3rd and 8. Allen is the back. And Allen takes the ball to the 34-yard line. And the way Green Bay...
Exact same thing. The Packers have issues stopping the run.
2nd and 4. And this is Allen.
On the outside.
And they go with Clutch, the fullback here. Allen to the outside.
Oh, what a play.
And Woodson comes in to make the tackle.
Oh, that was some play, because Tyler Clutch, the fullback, had Charles Woodson dead to rights on the outside.
2nd and 5. And it's picked off by Matthews. So Matthews, who had forced the fumble, and Chicago was able to retain possession on the recovery on McCown, now barking at himself, threw it right in to the chest of number 52. Right off the bat, we can tell if it's an issue or not here, as he spins to his left and then throws, and it's out of bounds. And once again, that Chicago defense keeping this team very much in the hunt. 2nd down and 9. And over the middle, that is caught by Sanzenbacher, the Ohio State rookie. And that moves the change. Another Chicago first down. They have 8 to Green Bay's 4. From the 39-yard line. Bell will turn that into an 8-yard gain. 2nd and 1. And Bell cuts it back inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Khalil Bell, the number 3 back, having to start tonight because of the injuries to Forte and DeBarber, goes 20 yards.
Big tackle, Jamarcus Webb working against Green on the inside, who really just does not get off that block, allows the cutback. But I tell you, the thing that impresses me most about Bell is his patience. Most young runners on these runs tonight.
Allen. He goes to the 20-yard line, a gain of 13 before he is forced back. And another Chicago first down. And they are dominating in every category.
Right.
2nd and 8. Allen tackled by Matthews. As Gets the ball to the 13-yard line. And the ball was juggled as A.J. Hart meets the ball carrier Armando Allen at the line of scrimmage. And now Gold will come in. He missed a 49-yarder earlier. 35-yard field goal attempt by Robbie Gold. And Chicago finally gets some points on the board because they flagged down, so hold everything. It was the ground, but they have only 3 points as the kickoff is fielded by Randall Cobb at the 1-yard line. And Cobb with a good return out to the 36-yard line where he's tackled by Corey Graham.
So far, you asked me at the beginning, is this a speed bump? That speed bump's growing a little bit in my mind.
Second down and 10. And Rodgers, open man is Jones. James Jones will take it all the way inside the 35-yard line. Not even out of bounds. Clock continues to run to the 34. A minute and a half to go. Getting no huddle all the way. 80 yards with alacrity to make it 7-0. Third down and 7. You have a flag, and the pass is caught by Nelson, and he'll get taken out of bounds at the 13-yard line. And John Parry will make the call. Flag at the 28-yard line, just past the line of scrimmage.
The issues on that offensive line, he was going to have to go with a lot of hard counts. It paid dividends there.
Into the backfield on first down with 43 seconds. And the pass is caught over the middle, taken by Donald Driver. He's going to get it to the 3-yard line. Rodgers doesn't want to burn a timeout here. Starks in the backfield with Rodgers.
Major right out here on Finley.
And it's a quick toss on a slant to James Jones. Touchdown Packers. And James Jones with a Christmas night Lambeau lead.
Now the matchup up here has to be a one-on-one. There's no way it could be anything else. Rodgers realizes it, gets it inside the man coverage of Zach Bowman. Just an easy pitch and catch.
14-3 Green Bay starting the third quarter. Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, and Michelle DeFoyle.
They are not good pass protectors.
Start with Bell breaking a tackle, gets out of the backfield, spun away from Desmond Bishop and gained 7 yards. On second and 4, Bell cuts it back. Well, he's looking good tonight. After the 45-yard line, he goes behind a Matt Spate block. And Bell now 16 carries tonight, 105 yards for him.
Had pretty good success running the football.
Bell cannot turn the corner this time. Nothing but green shirts there. Second and 12. To the 50-yard line he goes. Blitz coming. They pick it up, and that frees the open man, Bennett, who's inside the 30, the 20. Bennett inside the 10, and Bennett takes it to the 1-yard line.
Bill Bell goes the wrong way at first, but sees his guy coming off the edge, comes back. You get a slip in the defensive secondary. And finally, here's the one they've been waiting for. Tramon Williams goes to the ground, and the Bears have life with their passing game.
And ball is at the 1-yard line. Bell is the running back. And they give it to Bell. He swings to the outside, puts his head down, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. He lost the ball, and Edwin Williams comes up with it. So you saw the beanbag come out, the ball loose at that point, and then Chicago gets a humongous break. Hanging in, 14-10 on Christmas night. To the outside goes Grant. And Grant staying in bounds and takes the ball all the way out to the 45-yard line. Put 9 passes in that game for 140 yards and a touchdown. Second and 10. Play action, and that gives Rodgers all night. And when he has all night, he'll find somebody open, and it's Jordy Nelson for a touchdown.
It usually isn't pretty. Major right is left in double coverage over the top, but he bit on the fake to the flag, and it was no contest. We have seen big plays from Aaron Rodgers to Jordy Nelson all season long. It has simply been a monster year, and the combination of those two, the numbers that those two put up together, are among the very best in the NFL.
Comes to the Lambeau leap. He knows the roadmap. 21-10.
But the defense has to be better than what they've been.
Second down and 8. And that's caught at the 27-yard line by Williams. The defense, as we say, a lot of yardage given up, but they're about the middle of the pack in terms of points. And it's so and the pass is low and incomplete. That's Williams who had to reach down for it, covered by Sam Shields, and it's fourth down.
He admitted it. He goes, I do think it took some pressure off the lose that day.
At the 25-yard line, that's Cobb making the catch, and Cobb takes the ball to the 44. I mean, there are two ways to look at it.
Over 300 yards rushing after just about 100 in the regular season.
Well, he came on at the end because they lost Ryan Grant on opening day, and Brandon Jackson was their leading rusher, and then Starks came on and was great in the playoffs. Starks gets taken down by Urlacher just shy of the 50-yard line. Rodgers, big toss, and he keeps it to the 39. He goes. Lost the ball at the end, recovers it. Tripped up by Briggs, but Aaron Rodgers, and that's sometimes overlooked about him.
Oh my!
The 7. Over the middle, open his driver, and Donald D takes it to the 18-yard line. First down.
On situations against unproven tackles.
No sacks in the game tonight for either team. Third down and 8. Rodgers hit as he throws, but he gets it away, and it's caught by Jones, who scored the earlier touchdown, and he has a first down at the 7-yard line. Tommy Harris roll. Second down and goal. And Rodgers throws, and that's touchdown pass number 4. James Jones into the end zone again.
Quickest way to a Lambeau leap is the old back shoulder throw. Zach Bowman getting the start this game, and yet he's been attacked consistently, replacing Tim Jennings. But I don't know what you do against these guys.
Packers taking control over the Bears. McCown throwing, tip, picked off at the 45 by Charlie Pepra. And the Packers safety brings the ball back to the 34-yard line. Great safety in the second game of the season. So Pepra moves back into the starting lineup. Did a good job there at the end of last season as well. First down, ball at the 33-yard line. And Rodgers for Nelson, who adjusts, gets positioned. Flag is thrown for the moment. It's a first down at the 8-yard line. It's at 27, but the penalty was on Bowman 35. First and goal, the ball at the 8. Last half minute of the quarter. And Grant will take it to the 4-yard line.
Quiet tonight, hasn't he?
Yep, he has 99 career sacks, so one more puts him into triple figures, but haven't called his name very often. And that pass is intended for Jones, and the flag is thrown. So Jones looking for his 3rd touchdown reception.
Down.
Prior to the pass being thrown, holding, defense, number 37, half the distance to the goal, automatic, first down.
I think it's 35. I think it's Bowman.
Right.
Right out here. And I think he just grabbed him off the release.
Goal. Grant behind Kuhn. Pass to Nelson. And he holds it in. Touchdown.
Well, if you're going to give it to them, they're going to take it. You leave them one-on-one. Bowman's been left on an island all night long out there. There's nobody around. I don't think he can believe it. I don't think Aaron Rodgers can believe they're leaving his guys one-on-one on the outside down around the goal line. But
got a lead like that, you got the backup quarterback who starts to warm up, and that's Matt Flynn. Williams makes the catch before he is taken out of bounds by Morgan Burnett.
On the ball and not have those turnovers, it's tough to beat these Packers.
That was a major point of emphasis when McCarthy came in. As Bell takes it across the 50-yard line. Mendelssohn will go to the Hall of Fame, we know that. But take a look at that. From 04 through 07, his last 4 years, 79 picks. Rodgers half as many. And about half as many turnovers overall since Rodgers took over the helm in 2008. And that will be caught for a first down as Kellen Davis, the big tight end, makes the catch.
We don't want to jeopardize him in any way, but he was such a great player. Can he come back and can he be healthy? But he had a much bigger picture view of that situation than just, I've got a great player, I want to get back.
Second down and 1 from the 26. And it's dumped off on the outside. That's going to be enough for a first down. Time to cross the fullback. Tackled by Clay Matthews.
One around here, they've just about run out of ways to name them after their coach.
He was another one they may name part of the interstate after him. Under the outside, that pass is caught inbound. So signaled.
Losing one. See if this one's in or not.
Well, McCarthy has one challenge left. McCarthy does not drop the flag. And McCown to the outside he goes with a balloon floating through your picture. And to the 12-yard line, first down.
Playing on national TV, pretty good.
And Bell staying on his feet. And Bell, who's already over 100 yards tonight, to the 3-yard line goes Khalil, recovered by the lineman Williams. On second down and 1, this is the 10th play of this drive. McCown will take the ball for a first down to the 1-yard line. Matthews is there to make the stop. It'll be first down and goal. Play action. Rolling and finds the open man, and that's Kellen Davis in the back of the end zone for a touchdown.
Out in front here and get just enough of Clay Matthews to allow McCown to scramble around.
Point conversion is still down by 3 possessions. Quarterback draw, and he gets into the end zone, and he does a little half spike. It's off the rim. It's a rim shot. And it's 35-18.
Vice versa on the other side.
And then Robbie Gould will send one down into a zone where nobody is, but it then goes out of bounds at the 32-yard line. And on first down, here is Grant. Taking it to the 50-yard line with Matt Flynn now at quarterback. And 1. That'll move the change, Grant. Well, we saw Flynn last year. He played in that Sunday night game after Rodgers had sustained a concussion the prior week against Detroit. And you
got to try and play him in man coverage, but tonight James Jones has been great.
Here's Brandon Sane, the number 3 running back, who looks like anything but here. To the 41-yard line goes the rookie out of Ohio State.
And they think they found him.
I mean that 3 technique, right? That's what you said. Third down and 3. And Flynn slips. And that'll make it 4th down. Next 3 seasons. And of course, this season is just over the moon for him tonight.
Record.
or if he doesn't play next week.
He may not.
73 offense.
What happens is that the Atlanta Falcons are guaranteed a postseason spot by virtue of Chicago's loss tonight. So Atlanta takes on New Orleans in the Monday night game, and the Falcons will be going in the following weekend. The NFC East champion, they'll have it on Sunday Night Football 1 week from tonight. On second down and 8, that pass is caught by Sanzenbacher up at the 33-yard line.
That's impossible.
It seems to be, doesn't it?
But the turnovers, it's the interceptions, the old bend but don't break, and it's happened again tonight.
And it's Williams making the catch up at the 49-yard line.
That's a good night for McCown. A couple interceptions, but for a guy coming off the high school playing field, that's pretty good.
And that's caught by Bell. A lot of consternation in Chicago because they felt that the team had not done enough to back Cutler up, even though their fans were upset about it, was they didn't have a backup. Haney wasn't the guy, as it turned out. McCown goes to the 35-yard line.
But Caleb Haney.
And remember, they tried to get Kyle Orton back, but because Kansas City had an inferior record, they wound up getting him when he was out there. And this is McCown taking it to the 30-yard line. Yeah, when he was let go by Minnesota. 2:20 to the half as McCown throws to the outside. And that's Sanzenbacher. And they come all the way across the field and take the ball to the 11-yard line. And Chicago tonight with 438 yards. And this making what was ruled a catch, but the ground is helping him control the ball, as you can see here. Has it, and it bounces, which helps him regain control of the ball.
Did the ball ever go out of his control? Because it can touch the ground. We know that rule by now.
Right.
So if he caught it and it didn't move once it hit the ground, then it would be a catch. If not, then it wouldn't be. And I know.
Does anybody know what you're talking about?
After reviewing the play, it's an incomplete pass. The right hand of the receiver did not have firm control of the ball prior to the ball touching the ground.
Winner-take-all situation. McCown to the 22-yard line. Third down and 3 with 2 minutes to play. And that is caught by Sanzenbacher. And then we'll move the chains. First down to the 17-yard line.
And that would bother me going forward.
First and 15, and now you've got McCown going to the 11-yard line. 6. And McCown to the outside, and that is almost picked off by Shields. Jumping the route, it'll be 4th down.
Again.
30-yard attempt will be good with a minute and 11, and that makes it a 2-possession game at 35-21. And
track's under control.
Kick has to go 10 yards, and it bounds out of bounds. So once again, you got Robbie Gould trying to give Chicago possession on the onside and gluing the ball out of bounds. Franchise history, of course, in the Lombardi era, they were playing 12-game seasons, and then they played 14 for a while. So 14-1 is the Packer mark as they wrap up the #1 seed in the National Football Conference. And last year, on their way to the Lombardi Trophy, they did it out of the 6 hole. A lot easier this time around.